Hey everybody, it's Chris Wilson from Marketing During Tough Times and Chris Wilson Coaching. Thanks for stopping by. You know, for these last few Fridays, I've been doing shows about the traits of successful people. Traits that successful people all seem to have in common. And it was inspired by a Pitbull concert I went to recently. The rapper, Latin pop sensation, he put on a great show. And as I read about him, because I was curious about him after seeing his show, I realized he has a lot of the traits that most successful people have. So this is episode number 6, and the 6th trait of successful people is they are not afraid to break down barriers. And I'm going to use the Pitbull example, and I'm going to use me as an example. With Pitbull, he crosses all sorts of musical genres. So he started out a rapper doing hip hop, and then it became Latin music, and then Latin rap, and then pop, and Latin pop. And when I saw a show last month, he even did a song by Guns N' Roses. He did a part of Sweet Child of Mine, which I thought was really cool. So he's not afraid to break down these barriers that we have. I'm going to use my own personal example because I'm not a music superstar. I'm a small business owner, just like you might be if you're starting a business or starting a business. For those of you who don't know, I own a performing arts school called the Academy of Music and Art. But it started out as a guitar school in my bedroom in 1990. And as it grew, I started expanding in different directions. I didn't want to just be a guitar teacher, so I added all the different instruments. We added piano lessons and voice lessons and drums and violin. And some people are like, well, what's this guy doing? He's a guitar teacher, and now he's got all these instruments. So now a music school. And some people thought that was strange. Like, does a guy who they thought was very limited open up this business and expand it? But I didn't stop there. And then I decided, hey, you know, I want to add some summer camps. I want to add some summer music programs. And then some of you may know I'm really into art. I've got some cool art and photography behind me that my daughter did. So I added an art department, and we started having kids art classes and sculpture classes. And then I started having the art summer camps too. And then we decided we wanted to do something with dance. So we did music and dance classes that combine music and dance. That was actually my daughter's idea. That was a success. So then we went a step further and we added sort of traditional dance classes, ballet, hip hop, that type of thing. People thought that was strange. And then we added theater classes and live theatrical productions. So now we produce live theater productions for kids. And it's blossomed into this wonderful business. Now, I remember watching a YouTube video of a competitor, and he didn't name me, but he was clearly talking about me. He's like, oh, there's a guy, you know, who had a music school, and now they're doing dance, and I just don't get it, and I just don't understand. Why would you do that? And he had a very narrow view of arts education. He thought, hey, piano is piano lessons, guitar is guitar lessons, and that's it. I see art as something that's integrated. Music, dance, art, theater, it's all very closely related. If you think of like superstars today, I don't know, Jennifer Lopez, right? She sings, she dances, she's an actress, she does all these different things. I was watching Netflix yesterday, and Sting is acting in a show right now. He's playing himself, but he's doing Netflix in addition to writing songs and making records, doing all this stuff. John Lennon and Miles Davis, in addition to being brilliant at what they did, were also painters and actually sold their artwork and created all sorts of artwork. So to me, it makes complete, absolute sense to branch out and do all these different things. Other people, famous composers, Igor Stravinsky, people know The Rite of Spring, a very famous piece, or The Firebird, or The Petrushka. The one thing those all have in common, in addition to being written by Stravinsky, is they're ballets. Now, Stravinsky wasn't a ballet dancer, he was a composer, but he wrote for ballets and helped create these famous ballets, not being a dancer. So he didn't see those barriers, those boundaries. I don't see those boundaries, I don't see those barriers. Those boundaries and barriers are put up by people who are short-sighted. They can't see themselves doing these things, so therefore they can't see you doing those things. And when you do them, it almost kind of bothers them. Maybe they're facing the fact that they're short-sighted and you have this vision. So in your small business, in your startup, don't be afraid to break down barriers and take chances and do things that other people aren't doing, or allow yourself to be boxed in by these artificial barriers. All right, I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.